Isaac, a lot of questions are going to be asked. Obviously, it's a low bar to say I'm not President Trump. It's the first qualifier, though, for Democrats, and it's pretty easy to make that case. The next step, though, is to decide where you're going to run. I know the lanes are there, but how do you make that appeal if you are trying to go after the people who are most likely to be voting in the primaries next year?
You know, that's a really interesting question, and I think Senator Gillibrand really went after a point that I think we're going to see emerge as a growing point in the Democratic primary for 2020, which is who can appeal to the voters Democrats need to win. And part of that is geographic, part of that is cultural, but it's a big effort of persuasion. And the question is, Democrats won, Hillary Clinton won the election with a 3 million vote margin, but Donald Trump won the White House. So we can't just go after the same voters and try to drive up that margin of victory in the popular vote. We have to be strategic in how we win the Electoral College. And so I noticed Senator Gillibrand talked about how her old congressional district in upstate New York that no longer exists thanks to redistricting, but her old congressional district before she was a senator was a Republican district, and she won there as a Democrat, talking about things like Medicare for all. And so she also talked about her own transition evolution on issues, but she talked about that starting point and how we persuade a broader set of voters. And there's a large swath of voters who are available to Democrats that we need to be able to get into the tent to win in 2020, not just the popular vote, but the Electoral College. And I think you're going to see, Sherrod Brown has said some things as he gets closer to announcing a decision one way or the other. I think you're going to see more and more of these candidates talking about how they have that appeal. It's not just about rallying our own base, but it's about giving voters who may have chosen Trump the first time and giving them a path to make a better choice in this election.
But they have to get the base first, don't they? Don't they have to get that base first?
Absolutely, but the base wants to win. The base wants to win. America has suffered from 4 years of Donald Trump, and so they're looking at who can put that math together. I noticed immediately out of the gate in Iowa, that was one of the things Gillibrand was talking about. I think you're going to see more of that kind of conversation coming from Sherrod Brown, from Klobuchar, from Bullock, from people like that across the country as they go. I think that's the case that Harris is probably going to start moving into making when she gives her speech this weekend in Oakland, where I think she's going to talk more about the narrative of her candidacy, not just the fact that she's in the race.
Democratic strategy.
She's made that announcement.